You know, she turned the nice guys on business into newts. Well, they got better.
Doug, why does Starbucks charge $5 for a cup of coffee?
Fuck it, because they can.
Exactly.
I don't need you to tell me how fucking good my coffee is, okay? I'm the one who buys it. I know how good it is. I buy the gourmet expensive stuff because when I drink it, I want to taste it. But you know what's on my mind right now? It ain't the coffee in my kitchen. It's the Nice Guys on Business podcast. Most days, they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your two favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Okay, we are recording.
So Doug hops on going from meeting to meeting to meeting, which is not like him. Normally, he'll have like 2 meetings a day is a lot for him. But he's like, yeah, hey, let me hit record and then go to the bathroom. And I was like, well, you don't have to hit record now, but if you want to be completely embarrassed so I can talk about you while you're gone, sure, no problem. Hey, welcome back, everybody. My name's Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the bathroom is Mr. Doug Sandler. He should be back any minute now. I did listen to last week's episode with Emily. So first things first, shout out to Emily. Thank you so much for sitting in, helping out on that one. And I made notes. I was thinking about calling in and leaving a voicemail. But I'm glad I didn't. First of all, because when it rings, it does, I believe Doug's phone just regularly rings, right? There's no like special line for, voicemail, which is weird. So, hey, the voicemail line, the phone number is just your regular phone number, right?
Well, it's 4242 DJ Doug, as we all know, but Google forwards it automatically to my cell phone. But I've turned the forwarding off. So now I don't even see it ring anymore.
Okay, got it. Good.
I'm curious why
I was
you
just
asked
saying
me that,
because I was going to call in as I was listening to last week's episode with Emily. I was considering calling in and leaving a message. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute, you're going to see my number and you're just going to answer. And then that's what made me think, well, how do you know when you should answer or should not answer? But you don't need to worry about that anymore because you don't have it forwarded.
Well, I guess the ultimate answer is no one ever has to worry that I'm going to pick up the phone because I never pick up the phone anyway. Does anybody ever call you anymore? I don't even know why they call this a phone. They should call it something else. What? It's not really a smartphone. It's more like a smart device.
I know it's unbelievable how many things it has replaced in our lives, but let's not go down that rabbit hole because that's just too much. But the bottom line is the 4242 DJ Doug number is not your main cell phone number. It is actually now, if you call that number, it goes directly to the Nice Guys voicemail, you're saying?
That is correct. It does. And as you were saying that, as I excused myself right as I hit record, I was trying to figure out what is more disrespectful. Is it being late for an appointment or connecting on the appointment saying, excuse me, I need to use the restroom as the first words that come out of my mouth?
I think that would be more polite because it's like, hey, I'm really busy. I'm going meeting to meeting to meeting, but I respect you enough to be here on time. But I need to go take a bio break right fucking now. Yeah.
And if what you do, have access to my schedule, you can see I'm actually being truthful because you said as soon as I connected with you, you said like you need another podcast and you need more time spent with JJ. And I'm like, well, how do you even know that I'm spending more time with JJ? Because you looked at my last appointment, which was a podcast interview that is co-hosted by me and JJ.
Which is right after an appointment for you doing an interview for your Money Pod podcast. So hang on. So you do interviews, but then you also have episodes just with JJ with no guest?
No. So maybe you misread the schedule because it came in as two different appointment types. They were both in the last 2 meetings on the schedule today were both meetings that it was an interview for Money Pod. One was an existing podcaster that says that he understands all about monetization. And I'm not being disrespectful, but I don't completely agree with him. He doesn't, because I sensed a couple of things, a couple of holes that I could punch in that argument. But the second interview was actually someone that hasn't launched a podcast yet, but has so much fucking vision. I mean, total vision of what their podcast, name of their podcast. He's created his cover art. He's done all of the elements already. And I'm like, why haven't you launched this thing yet? You have more vision than I have, and I've done 1,500 of these things. So he actually is going to be starting next month, and I'm hoping that Turnkey will be the company of his choice.
I love that. Love that plan a lot.
So yeah, Strickland, I missed you last week, but I certainly enjoyed having Emily by my virtual side.
It was very nice, and I've already given the shout out to Emily to say thank you for covering for me. I'm also glad I didn't leave a voicemail, because we have 6. We have 6 voicemails.
Well, but I got to remind you that these are, like the watch winder box. You put the perpetual winder where you put it in, and it's got to keep moving because the watch is like perpetual motion. So if you don't move the watch, it dies. I don't know if we've shaken these voicemails enough this week, because they've been there, I think, since last week, since I didn't do any voicemails with Emily. I didn't even think about it until it was too late. But I'm like, I don't even know how to get the voicemails. I don't even know where they are. Where are these voicemails? I don't know how to access them.
The most recent one was August 29th. So all of these are from at least a full week ago. And
I hope it
nobody
wasn't
called
August
in.
29th. I hope it was April 29th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said August, April. Yeah. So yeah, apparently nobody called in for you and Emily, although I was ready to. In fact, I have notes on a number of things that I wanted to comment on that I would have left voicemails about.
Okay. Well, I have to say, in Emily's defense, and maybe even in my defense, the reason why no one left voicemails this week was because Emily and I really pretty much answered all of life's questions.
Oh, well, there you go. I mean, when you can get one episode that answers the question of life, the universe, and everything, then what else do you need, right?
Isn't that the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Exactly.
Isn't that what's going on there?
100%. Yeah.
So, Emily, good job answering all of life's tough questions. We left a few of the stupid ones out on the table. But if you were to ask questions from the episode that you listened to, Strickland, what would those questions have been?
Well, I wrote them down, which is funny because I was thinking to myself, like, oh, I'll remember. I'm like, no, I'm not going to fucking remember. And of course, as I am getting ready for our episode today, I was like, wait a minute, weren't there things I wanted to ask? I don't fucking remember. But fortunately, I wrote them down.
Thank God you wrote them down.
Okay, my first question.
Yes. Oh, okay. We're jumping right into this.
Unless there's something else you want to get into.
The only thing I wanted to say is we are now deeply into May, and I don't know that we've chosen our Robinhood May stocks that we wanted to buy. Have we?
No, you're right. And you know what the other thing is that I just realized?
What?
This is episode 1499. So our next episode is 1,500 fucking episodes.
All right, hold on. We need to make a change. Can I announce what the change is going to be? And you can override me or overrule me on this. But I think the change is, I think we should skip the interview episode this week and put 2 on next week, so that you and I doing our Nice Guys Friday, the NGF. What is it? Nice Guys Friday Fuckery? What is it? What's it?
Friday Fuckery, yeah.
Yeah, the Friday Fuckery. That should be episode 1,500. I don't think.
Okay, which is good. So this will be 1499 then, and we'll leave it at 1499. But next week we'll make 1,500, and maybe we'll actually prep something for it. Maybe.
Okay. Seriously?
Right, so we'll skip the interview next week, and it's just one episode of us next week, which will make it 1,500 on the nose. Right? That's
Correct.
your plan.
And if you're a Monday listener and you hear that, well, hold on a second. Let me think about this.
It's okay. We can skip Mondays. All right.
Yeah, we either skip Monday or we'd have to record another one like this weekend. That's too much. It's so much work. It's a lot of work.
Nobody cares. And if somebody's looking for consistency with us, right, and they miss one single Monday episode out of the last 8 years, I don't think they're going to be like, oh, these guys are a bunch of assholes. They're not regular.
That's true. That's true.
I'm not.
All right. Okay. So we've set the rule. The rule is, come on back. The next episode you hear after 1499. You're not mistaking things. It is not supposed to be an interview episode. We skipped it purposely and intentionally. We are now coming to 1,500 next week. I love this. Okay. All right. Now that I've said that, ask your questions.
Okay. First question. Peeing in a bottle on the New Jersey Turnpike?
Yeah. It's I had to do that a couple times.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Well,
That's
you take
funny
it. You
and
take
sad at the
a
same
70-mile commute. Well, to know why you have to pee in a bottle would also be to know what the distance between exits are on the New Jersey Turnpike. Between exits like 9 and 8A, and then 8A and 8, and then 8 to 7, there's like 9 to 10 miles of distance. There's no rest stops. There's no like pulling over like 695. You can get off at Towson or Hunt
Yeah.
Valley Dude or any of that. And if you're sitting dead in traffic, which I was most of the days, rush hour traffic, you need an alternative plan B, and the Gatorade bottle is the alternative plan B.
I just wanted to give you shit about that. Okay, so Tige, is that how you pronounce the
Tige Hanley,
Tige, our skincare products. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of what we got, was that samples or was that full? I mean, we've been using them for about a month. So maybe it's like that monthly subscription, and that is the full size, but it's a 1 month. I don't know.
Okay, so I was going to just preface before you say anything, just know that now the CEO has been booked on the show. So in June, the CEO will be coming on the show, and I would like to encourage you to participate in that episode.
Well, you just got to invite me. Let me know. I like the products. I actually took a picture of myself in the bathroom mirror before I started taking them, and now I just got to find the date, and maybe I can compare. I don't know if my skin looks any smoother or younger, but it feels smooth. I like it.
Did you get close enough to see the pores in your skin? I mean, what kind of photo did you take?
So I just took something in the mirror, like a selfie. I didn't get that close. Yeah. I probably should have. And it was interesting because, Emily said the pad thing, right?
Yeah.
That was too astringent for her.
Yeah. The acidy thing.
Right. And you said that the scrub was too astringent for you, that she likes the scrubby when it's got the little things in it and you can like feel them scraping.
Right.
I just thought that was interesting because I found both of those things, I believe, are true. Like the astringent is definitely a bit astringent and the scrubby is a bit scrubby, but I'm okay with both. But it is a very, it's
how did you feel about the overall, what was it called? Uncomplicated skincare for men versus the word complex versus complicated? Because for me, I think 8 products in a box ended up being a little too complicated for me. And I'm going to share that with the CEO. Has nothing to do with the products themselves. The products are great, but I think they're selling the entire brand in the process.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I had to have my instructions on my bathroom counter for like the first week to make sure wait a minute, am I doing this one first and then that one? What am I supposed to do? Yeah, it seemed to specifically call it uncomplicated seemed an oxymoron in this case. Yes.
All right.
Agreed.
But we're not speaking out of school here. Yes, we still want your money, Tige Hanley.
Well, I like the product. I do like the product.
Product, but we do.
But I'm curious about the swipe one because it did. We had that ad in the box that said, "Hey, if you like," and that seemed simple. So I wonder if that is the replacement for a number of these products, even though we didn't give the sample of that.
Kind of was like deodorant for your face. It seemed like it was a thing that you could actually use for your face. But I don't know it for sure because it wasn't in the box. But we will be finding that out, and I guarantee you, we will be getting that product.
Oh yeah, I love it. Okay, TikTok ban. So the point of the TikTok ban is about China collecting info. It's not okay. You guys were talking about it and maybe I didn't listen closely enough, but it kind of seemed like you were saying you didn't know why the government was going after them. And it's specifically because China, like, is part owner of the company or something that basically all of this data China could be collecting.
Well, I think it was a question of are we considering the ban because of data breach possibility, or were we thinking of it because of propaganda possibilities?
No, my understanding is the data breach.
Right.
Now, are we saying that there is also the possibility of propaganda? Maybe, but the specific reason that I'm aware of is the data breach. Is that basically China will be getting all of our demographic information that we put in, and that's the problem.
Well, I was listening to, I think it was on the Daily. And it was recently. It was the guy that was the CEO or the founder or whatever of TikTok, and he kind of wasn't answering the question as it related. Do you know the episode that I'm talking about?
I don't know the episode, but I know that he was brought before a congressional committee, and it was the same thing. Like some of the blurbs that I saw, it's like he seemed like a really well-spoken guy and he stayed pretty calm, but he was definitely avoiding some of the questions on purpose.
I don't understand why. If you really want to be transparent and you really want to share the true potential of your company and the benefit, look, I think the guy, how much could he sell it for?
God, who knows?
Billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah.
But apparently it's not about the money. Because look, I can imagine, Mr. Bonner, Mr. Sandler, look, we brought you in front of this subcommittee. We're going to force you to sell your company for $130 billion. Excuse me, Mr. Speaker, can you hold on one second? Strickland, should we sell and get the fuck out of here? I'm like,
Mr. Sandler and I have spoken, and we would we deeply respect the committee's time. We deeply respect the work that the federal government does. And so in working towards that end, we are going to make this a really, really short meeting. We will sell the company. Thank you very much.
Excuse me. And one final word I'd like to say, fuck China. We'll take the money. Fuck China.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, the Chinese said that they were going to give us a few dollars more for the data, but we'll take the money from the federal government instead.
Oh my! You can't spend yen anyway. It's not here in the U.S.
You know how many hundreds of billions of yen $100 billion is?
I have no idea.
It's a lot
more.
No
fucking idea.
It's a lot. It's a lot more. Can I have that in pesos and pennies, please?
And the last thing you guys talked about was that search engine episode, that the show called Search Engine about the text.
Oh, I haven't listened to it yet.
Now, didn't you? Who pointed that out to us? Was it Jared or Emily?
Oh, geez, I don't remember.
I think it might have been Emily. I think because I listened to it and it was fucking fascinating, really fucking interesting.
Okay, I don't recall what was the subject matter that brought us into search engine.
It's the random texts that you get, like "Hi there," and like and it's like, okay, what's the point of them, right? Like nobody actually answers them. Well, people do actually answer them, and people do get sucked in, and it is a bigger fucking scam than you could possibly imagine. And you should listen to the search engine episode; it's very good.
How deep into the random text messages does it actually turn the corner of? Here's the purpose of the text message.
Oh, it goes deep. I mean, the episode tells you not only who is it that's reaching out, but why they're reaching out and why they keep doing it and the whole scam behind it. It's fucking scary and deep.
What percentage? What's the demographic that falls victim to that? I'm curious. Old?
More older people, yeah, but some younger people do. But it is more older people. Mm-hmm.
Gosh,
yeah.
I keep thinking like, well, who, maybe there's something that I have fallen prey to in my life that I'm like, somebody else would say, what the fuck? You didn't see that coming? Like, but I don't even understand how anybody gets a text message or call from anybody nowadays. And the first thing that happens in my brain, I'm like, scam. I think scam before, it's Strickland. It's like, whoever is calling, I'm feeling like when I hear my phone ring, I feel like there's a scam calling. What can I help you out with?
No doubt. 100%.
So this week, I was communicating with Angelica on our team, and one of the things that we talked about, based upon her coming to the last team meeting, she saw me wearing this Podcastologist t-shirt. Mm-hmm. She wants the entire team overseas to have Podcastologist t-shirts. So this is kind of cool. I'm looking for. I'm like placing my order. So part of what I need to talk to you about today is what size and what color would you like, Strickland?
Oh, are we ordering more? I mean, I've only got like 5 of them already.
Oh well, don't you need a few more?
If you want. I mean,
Well,
honestly,
while I'm ordering, I may as well just order some more. I'll order more for everybody in our U.S. team also.
What other colors do we have? I got a black. I have the heather gray. I like the gray a lot.
Yeah.
I've got a blue. Not crazy about the blue, but that's okay. What other colors are there? Is there a green one?
Pretty much any color of the spectrum that you desire, you can have. And probably if you're in our community, maybe we should do like a T-shirt giveaway.
Ooh, good idea. I like
that
it.
would be good, but we'd have to figure out a good, like, we can't, they're like $20 a piece. We can't give them away to everybody that wants one. And we could, of course, we could sell merch. Do you think that would work?
Why not? We could throw it out there. I mean, if people want to buy it, they want to buy it.
They don't ever listen to anything that we do.
Well, you know what? If we can order them as one-offs, let's just do that, right? Like we don't need to make money on them or anything. We're just like, if people want them,
we tried this before, and it went down, crashed and burned. I think it didn't go well. I think it did not go well.
It didn't go well.
I think we build this entire system around things, and then it's so much better. So much better to sell something you don't have and make it as you go along than it is to actually, which seems like so counter the way that it really should be. I have this great idea. I'm going to build this wonderful car. I've thought of this great thing. Oh, hey, I'm going to sell these cars. Everybody will want these. Crickets, and more crickets. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm thinking about, I've built this wonderful car. Would you like to buy it? And it's got this feature and that feature. Yeah, I'll take 4 of those. Okay, now I'm going to go to you haven't built those cars yet? Like, it seems like it's like the P.T. Barnum approach to selling. Like, I'm going to sell shit that I don't have yet. It seems kind of, seems a little schwarmy to do it that way.
It does. And you know what's interesting? Hang on. Now I got to look this up. What is the thing we're doing in June? What's it called? Startup, right? Yeah, the startup. Here we go.
What's going to happen?
So I just Startup Ignition, this book recommendation that we got from Startup Ignition. See, now I got to find, because here's the.
I think Steve Blank or Steve Black or something like that.
Exactly. So there was a book that was recommended to us called The Startup Owner's Manual by Steve Blank. And this was highly recommended. They're like, hey, before you come to our, business development course, you want to read this. And he has very much a philosophy opposite from what Doug and I have done. Not to say that it's wrong. It's just very opposite of what we've done. Doug and I like to say that we are building the plane as we're flying it, where it's like Doug sells shit. And then he's like, hey, can you deliver that? And I'll be like, yep. If they're writing the check, I'll figure out how to deliver it. It's all good.
Second roll, rock and roll.
This guy is basically the entire book. It's 12 chapters. Okay. And at the end of the book, at the very end of the book is where he says, if you can basically answer yes to all these questions, at this point, at the end of chapter 12, you may be ready to actually open your business. Right. Yeah. There's all these dozens, hundreds of questions you need to ask ahead of time. And what was interesting that I just thought of as you were saying that, he actually has it sectioned. So like the preface says, by the way, if you are offering a service or a physical product, you want to do A, B, and C. But if you have an app, or something else that is mobile delivered or computer delivered, you should look at D, E, and F in each chapter. Like, okay. But then the other big thing he says at the beginning is like, this process that I'm going to tell you about, it is really extensive and you really should do all these things. And what it means is you should be prepared for 6 to 30 months of this before you actually consider opening your business. And I thought to myself, okay, that sounds long and ridiculous, but I just realized that if you have a mobile app, how much more ridiculous is that? Right?
Yeah, by the time you get it out, it's obsolete.
Nobody fucking wants it, or somebody else has come up with it already by then.
Right. Well,
sorry, I just wanted to go down that.
The whole philosophy of maybe this isn't the bootstrap, maybe it's the tech startup book rather than the bootstrapped business that you're going to make out of your ass book. Because for me, it's like every business that I have created, it's an idea that I've had. And I'm like, yes, there has been other podcast production companies that have been out there, but I can't tell you the podcast production company that focuses on strategy, production, all of the things that we do. And I'm like, I don't want to develop all of these products ahead of time. I wouldn't even know the products to develop ahead of time if left to me to come up with what are all the products that you're going to need in order to have a production company. I don't fucking know, but I'll tell you something. If I wait long enough, my clients are going to tell me why they're leaving me. And if they're leaving me because we don't have a service like that, I want to introduce that service. So the next
100%.
client that we sign up, I'm like, yeah, we do that too. Well, can you show me? We're actually going to create that, we're going to build that just for you. Like, I don't know. I have always been the guy that builds the plane. As a matter of fact, that should be the name of my book. I'm building the plane as I'm flying it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
You kind of have like the shine of God behind you right now.
I was noticing the same thing. Haven't we recorded at this time of the day before? Why have I never seen it so bright?
Your shades
before?
are completely up, and they're not even tilted.
Yeah, but we've done it before like this, and it hasn't been this bad. I mean,
I think it's the time of year and the time of day. The combination right here. We're dealing with May. What's today's date? Like we're the first week of May. Yeah, May 8th, and we're at 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
Central Time. Here, I'll go pull it a little
bit. Horrible time to be able to record.
Doug, why don't you explain to everybody what we're talking about, because they can't see it.
All right. So I'm talking to Strickland, and he's connected with me on Zoom. Now, Strickland hasn't strategically placed his desk and camera in his office so that his face should be the light should be shining on him rather than behind him.
Right.
But he has done such an ill job of placing the furniture in his room. So,
but I love having lots of sunlight. That's the thing.
But you don't even get to see the sunlight. The sunlight is behind you.
But it doesn't matter because it's here, because I've got it here too. I have a window on that side and a window on this side. I have two windows.
Oh, you have two windows. Well, that's what happens when you have a huge house. You get to have you have a corner office in your house.
No, my house isn't that big. But I mean, it is like my own office, and it is like the front corner. And it's one of the reasons I bought this house, because there's so much goddamn light in here.
I know that you can see the comings and goings of your delivery people. I know that as well.
That is true. We've talked about that before.
Have you put any additional refreshments in the refrigerator outside?
No, we haven't. Although people have been taking them, which is good. That's what they're there for.
You're like the best house on Halloween. Also,
I know, right? Like we were thinking about putting like energy drinks, like Red Bull or something in there. We haven't done that, but I bet they would go really quick if we put those.
Wow, you would get extra stuff delivered to your house just because you have energy drinks.
Right?
Hey, I'm getting the neighbors packages now.
I love it. I love it. Anyway, what else we got to talk about this week? I mean, we do have 6 voicemails. We could just dive into that.
Well, before we dive into the voicemails, yes, we will dive into them. But how are we doing the Robin Hood thing this week? This month, for the month of March?
Goddamn good question, because
I haven't even picked mine this month.
I haven't either, and I have it. And I have the auto deposit. So the money's in the account.
Oh, so you have $50 in the account. You just have to put it in.
It's just sitting waiting for me to tell them what to buy.
All right. Well, instead of picking for this this episode, we'll pick on episode 1500. So let's just call it that. So it'll be halfway into the month as opposed to that. But let's go through the 3 investments that we have so far. Would that work?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Why not?
Okay. All right, so I have 3. I have Waste Management, I have Plug, and I have Roku. Mm-hmm. So let's take a look. Waste Management started at $50. It's down to $49.71. So I've only lost 29 cents there. That's I think that's my big winner. I think that's my big winner, actually. Plug, I started at $50. It is down to $35.94. Not good. That's down a lot. That's down 28%, according to. Okay, and then I have. Hold on a second. Then I have Roku. Roku started at $50. Roku is my big loser. It's down to $30.91. God damn! I'm really just. This is not good. So my $150 has become 30. And 35, so 65, 65. And so 150, I've taken 150 and I've successfully managed to get it down to 115. which is crazy considering the rest of my stocks that I picked, which I have probably 30 stocks.
Mm-hmm.
I am up a total of 35%, 22% this year.
Shit, that's
22%. I'm sorry, 1 year, 22% over the course of the last 12 months. Why I'm down 30% on the others, I have no fucking clue.
Well, you're down on the little mini one and you're way up on the big one, so that's good.
I guess.
Good
my big winner is actually, believe it or not, is Bitcoin.
That's crazy.
I know. I'm up like 100 and some odd percent on
really?
Bitcoin. Yeah, but I'm only investing $10 a month in Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, so how are you doing on your Strick?
So my 150 that I invested is now 145.33.
Okay.
So
all right.
I'm down also.
All right. You're down a little bit, but not quite as down as I am. If those in our community are participating, playing along with us, can you let us know? If you're not playing along with us, do you want to? It's not too late. You just have to put $50 starting the month of May. Put it into Robinhood. Set up a Robinhood account. You don't even have to use any affiliate code. We're not trying to make any money. And ultimately, also, you need to know this: we are not financial experts. I mean, I know that sounds surprising to you guys. We don't even play one on this podcast. We're not providing financial advice. We're not telling you what you need to invest in. We're just telling you what we are doing as two bonehead day traders. Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That is all. Okay. We can do the voicemails now.
Okay. Let's do that. We're going to share this.
Did your haircut?
I did. Yeah, I think it was long last time you saw. You've disabled screen sharing, so.
I haven't disabled anything. I have not enabled it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second.
You didn't take away permissions. You just haven't given them to me. I get
Exactly.
it.
Exactly. You got it now.
Okay. Let's share the screen. And where's my sound? They keep moving the damn buttons.
Is that a picture behind you of you doing a band gig?
It is. So I went to an art show recently. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got this one, and I got this one.
That I have to tell you that is the longest fucking headphone cord I've ever seen. It took you all the way back.
Well, it's got a little extender on it because
wait, you got to stop
took your advice, and it goes from the mic and down under and then across. It's fucking brilliant. So I don't have the cable in my face.
Still only have the length of my headphone cable, which is only about 3, maybe 4 feet. You have an extender on yours.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I can't see the photo because you're sharing your screen and it makes. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. I got it now. I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
What is that?
So this was like the woman that I'm dating, Vera.
Yeah.
So she had an art show at her school. She teaches kids, and this was one of the she's got some art in there too, and I don't know where she got this picture. Maybe it was off of Facebook or something, because it's like me singing, but I'm wearing a hoodie. So it wasn't like a wedding or something. I wouldn't be wearing a hoodie at a wedding or even a band job.
Right.
But she did that, and I thought it was pretty cool. And so I bid on it and donated money for a good cause. And then one of her students had also done this one.
Before you move on, the moon, that's good. But before you move on to the moon one, let me tell you what's good about that painting. Is it a painting or is it drawing? I can't tell.
No, it's paint. It's like not watercolor. It's
so whoever the artist was completely got your mannerism, got you the way you hold the microphone and you cross your body with your other arm. Totally you. I wouldn't be able to tell it's you based upon the face because the face isn't quite realistic, but the body mannerisms, I'm like, that's fucking Strickland Bonner. I can tell.
I know, right? You can just tell by the way I stand, right? Yeah, exactly.
So good job for that student that put that art together.
No, Vera actually did that one herself.
Oh, that was good. I'm glad I didn't insult her.
She created a bunch, and her students created a bunch, and yeah.
That's good.
Totally it was all up for auction and stuff. And so I said, well, this is like clickbait, right? Obviously, I have to bid on this. It's me. Come on.
Okay. And then the second one?
And then the other one is just this really nice moon thing that one of her students did. And it's really good.
Doesn't quite
like
look like you, but your mannerisms got you, nailed you on that one also.
Well, and this one's it's like on canvas too, which
Yeah,
is kind of cool. I like
that's
it.
good. You got to put that in a frame and up in your office.
Right? It's really pretty. I like it. Yeah. Okay. So are we ready for voicemails now?
Yeah, let's hop into the voicemail.
Let's make sure I got all
Emily,
of
by the way,
sounds.
thank you, Emily, for doing everything that you did last week. It was great to have you sit in the guest seat. Really comfortable. It's just a comfortable conversation. I like that. Sometimes, when I'm interviewing somebody, not that I was interviewing Emily, she was truly the co-host here. And maybe that's just it. She's truly the co-host. I didn't feel like there was any necessity to interview her or ask her questions and know, like, sometimes, when you're talking to somebody, there's some level of awkward silence. None of that at all. She's just a good all around podcaster.
She's a pro. She's a pro. It was a great episode. I was very impressed. I was very entertained. And over an hour. That was pretty good.
Was
I
it
was
really?
not expecting that. Yeah, it was.
Did not know that.
It was. I listened to all of it.
Who did the editing?
Editing? What's editing?
Did you edit that?
Could be.
Emily, I didn't listen to the episode, so I have no idea what the open, close, or Easter egg was, if there was one.
Can't remember. I think I did put an Easter egg on, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
All right, let's dive in. I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
I forgot to share with you. I went home to Baltimore over the weekend, and I got to tell you, it's the longest fucking travel. I can't stand it. It's just bad.
Dude, I got to tell you, that is one of the things I really love about living in Austin. It's like a 3-hour flight anywhere, right? Like my son and daughter live up in Portland, Maine. And so that's a bit longer because there's no direct flight. So I got to stop in Baltimore. But like Baltimore, LA, San Diego, Vegas, 3 hours. It's great. I love it.
It took, it's one connect because SBA, Santa Barbara, doesn't fly anywhere direct. So going out, we flew in through Vegas. Coming back, we flew in through Denver. And it's just delays everywhere. It wasn't just it's a long day of traveling because it's just a long day of traveling, but when you have a flight that's 2 hours delayed or 3 hours delayed, and thank God our connections were either slightly delayed as in the return trip, but going out there, we had a 3-hour delay, which basically got down to 30 minutes because the first flight was 2.5 hours delayed. Like,
so, and was this was on Southwest?
Yeah, and I don't even understand. Oh, okay. So in Denver, like, hey, your plane is here because it was supposed to take off like 15 minutes before, even with the delay. It's supposed to take off 15 minutes from now, and it's not at the gate. We're like, hey, our plane it has landed. It's on the taxiway right now. The brakes are hot. I'm like, have you never landed a plane before? Aren't the brakes always fucking hot? What makes brakes hotter than? Don't tell me that your brakes are fucking hot. All right. I don't need to hear that as my mechanic. Lie to me.
But hang on. It landed and the brakes are hot.
Right.
So they need to get it to the gate. They got to get everybody out. They got to clean it. They got to get everybody in. Doesn't that give it time to have the brakes cool
I would think
down?
so. What was the fear that if you get it too close to the terminal, it's not going to be able to stop as you get into the terminal? I mean,
right?
Is that why the brakes need to be hot on the taxiway? They can't be hot while you're unloading and loading people. The other thing that was crazy was the other plane that we had. I forget if this was leaving Baltimore or leaving Vegas. I can't remember what it was, but it was already 2 hours delayed. They already had the plane right there. The plane was right there. I don't know what the fuck was wrong, but and then we get everybody on the plane. The captain gets on. We're just waiting a little while longer while they put fuel in the plane. I'm like, you've had 2 fucking hours to put fuel in the plane.
Oh my God, right? Why would they have not fueled it up already?
Come on, let me run this airline. I'm either going to be a better liar than you or or I'm going to legitimize the excuse that I'm going to create. But don't tell me, tell me something about, hey, we have a crew that there's delayed from another airport, so we're waiting for the crew. I'm like, okay, I get that. Hot brakes and putting fuel into an already delayed airplane do not work for me.
Makes no sense.
So there will be another letter, and I will not be generous in this letter.
Oh, you've written letters already?
Oh, well, the last time I wrote an email to Southwest, I got two $200 tickets. One
really?
for JJ, because we both were traveling, and there was a problem. I can't remember what the problem was, but there was a problem. Yeah, because I don't tolerate, if you're going to take my money and you're going to pretend to have good customer service. Oh, I got one other thing to tell you. Yeah, anyway, if you're going to take my money and you're going to pretend to have good customer service, you better follow that up with actually money, okay? If you really want to prove it to me. Southwest, I was talking to one of the flight attendants, as I, of course, got my row 12 or row 14, depending on whether it's a 700 or 800 max, because I know the rows that have more legroom. 6'4", thank you very hard. The flight attendant said, well, I did throw in a small complaint to the flight attendant. It was just a nuisance thing. I bought early bird check-in, but my early bird check-in ended up being something like B45.
What? That's some bullshit.
That's what I said. I said, what is that? I spent whatever, 15 or 30 bucks or whatever it was to get my bullshit B35 or whatever it was.
That doesn't make
and she
sense.
goes, well, yeah, because look, if everybody think about it this way. If everybody that buys a ticket before you takes early bird check-in, there only are a certain amount of early bird, it's like, okay.
Oh, I got it. So you didn't like at the gate, you didn't buy like the guaranteed A1 through 15 or
well,
30.
They sold out of those on 2 of our flights because the flights were booked. No, not that one, but buying the early bird check-in. If you buy A1 to 15, you're guaranteed A1 to 15, but it's expensive. It's like somewhere between 60 and 80 bucks or something like that, depending on where your flight is going to. The early bird check-in, when you buy the ticket, they give you, depending on how many people. Right.
Makes sense. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So she said to me, Southwest, I know they've been grumbling about this, but I think they're finally making a move. They're going to change their system and have assigned seats.
Oh, that sucks. I don't want to do that. I want my fucking exit row, and I don't want to pay for it because that's the next thing. The next thing will be like, well, if you want an exit row, you got to pay extra for it and shit.
Yeah. So it's going to be, imagine their booking process, because they do have a pretty good booking process where you can get online, you can see like the low fare special and all of that, and the fastest flight and the lowest fare flight. They're going to, I would think that if they move to this assigned seating, they're going to have look at the best seat map selections before you book your tickets, because I can't imagine that they would let somebody, or they would put somebody in a position to book a flight and then not be able to get a seat that they like, because I'm an aisle guy.
Well, it's funny. I'm a window guy. I mean, I'm okay with an aisle. I prefer a window, but really that fucking exit row makes a big difference.
So you like there is only one seat on the entire flight that is your seat, and that is the seat that's at a window that has no seat in front of it. That's your seat, right?
No, because the exit rows where there's no empty seat,
right? Yeah,
there's still more space.
Yeah, that's true. I
don't need to have the whole thing, but I mean, there's a good at least 3 to 4 inches more, even if there's no open hole. Just on those ones that are right, the 2 or 3 rows that are right at the doors, it makes a big difference.
All right. So let me just ask this, because this is really an important, the answer to this is really important. And the entire civilization hinges on your answer to this, Strickland. Not that there's any pressure for this. Mm-hmm. Why can't they just make the plane so the seats have that extra legroom for every seat, as opposed to just those 1 or 2 extra rows? Now, I know that you're going to say, yes, because they can get an extra 2 rows in, which means an extra 12 people on the plane, which means an extra $5,000 that they're going to get. Can't they just make the plane a little longer? Like, what the fuck? What is this all about? Just make the plane a little longer. It's a one-time cost.
Are you a lawyer? Are you a lawyer? Because lawyers typically in court will only ask questions they already know the answer to, because that's just what you did. You just asked a question that you already know the answer to.
I'm trying to rationalize why they won't appeal to a greater grouping of people by simply making the plane longer or taking out a couple of rows. Are you saying that if there's enough people that are short enough not to complain about if the seats were literally 4 inches longer meaning more space in between the seats, they would have no one say, God, there's no room on these flights for my legs. Even short people say that. Who do they make these seats for?
Doug, why does Starbucks charge $5 for a cup of coffee?
Fuck it, because they can.
Exactly. That is why airlines don't give you legroom, because they can. And we continue to buy tickets. Now, if as a general public rule, if we basically said, you know what, if you don't give me more legroom, I'm not fucking flying, well, then the airlines wouldn't do that. But we haven't done that. We haven't said that.
And what they giveth, they taketh away. Because when they give you a wider row, more distance between the seat in front of you and your seat, they don't give you a tilting back mechanism on your seat because it's the emergency row.
And I'm okay with that. I don't need my seat to tilt back. I want the legroom.
I want the legroom also. I don't want it to tilt back. And you know what? I run my cheat code every time. I put my backpack above. I don't care if they say don't put your backpack above. Only like the small fraction of flight attendants are not sympathetic to my cause of my long legs. If I have to have a row other than the emergency row and I don't have a sympathetic flight attendant that makes me put the bag under my seat, I'm fucking miserable. I am miserable the entire flight. I need to stand up basically the entire 5.5 hour flight if that's the case. I can't get my legs under the fucking seat.
Are you A-list on Southwest still?
No.
Oh, so that's a problem too. So I've still got A-list on Southwest. So if I get a late boarding, right? Like maybe I change flights, right?
Yeah.
And I end up in the B group or the C group or something.
Right.
At the end of the A group, if you're A-list, they're like, okay, you get to sneak in basically. You get to cut the line.
Well, let me tell you why that hasn't really played a role or a factor in my flying this year or last year. We do have a credit card that is a Southwest card. They allow you 4 free upgrades a year, and that's a $75. So it's basically $300, $75 times 4 that they allow you to have. I haven't flown more than 4 times.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, very, very limited. I know you spend a lot of time in the air because you go to Vegas and you go to Utah a lot. But no, I fly very rarely, and I know why. Because I fucking hate flying. It hurts my body to fly. The pressure, and then the compression and the decompression. I get body aches from that. I don't know if you do, but it hurts me after a couple of hours in the air.
No, I'm usually okay. I've already got 8 flights this year out of 20 that I need to keep my A-list, and I'm going to have 3 more in June because I'm going to Denver. And then I'm going to Utah, then I'm going to Denver, then I'm going back home. And I'll probably go to Vegas in June. So that'll be like 13 of 20 that I need.
No, I think this was, I believe, I could be wrong. I'll check it out. But I think that this was the first time I flew this entire year.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to fly. I don't.
Oh, that's right, because you drove to Vegas for our turkey meeting.
Right. And next time I fly, I'm actually going to consider getting in the plane. All right. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the voicemails there. Let's head in.
Okay. Let's get with the voicemails here.
Hey, guys. It's Erica here. I have 3 things to comment on, and I'll try to fit them all into this one voicemail. And if I don't, then I'll call back for number 2. Listeners, leftovers, and the refrigerator. Those are the 3 things. Number 1, when Strickland says the words listeners, I love it, actually. It makes me feel like he's talking just to me. Because when he talks about the community, that's like the bigger community. I know I'm a part of it, but when he says listener, I really like it. So what can I say? Doug, it's opposite of what you're saying, but I like being called a listener.
Okay.
Because I am. So there's that. And the second thing, I'd never weighed in on the leftover thing. So, and that's a bigger deal for me. I do a lot of meal prep, which means I do batches of things, and I do it on Sunday so that there are two distinct meals I make on a Sunday. Let's just say hypothetically a big pot of chili and then some other chicken dish. And I take 2 servings for my husband and I out of each of those and put them in the freezer so we've got them for another time when we don't have a lot of time for me to cook or him to cook. And then that week, one dual serving for us out of one of the things, and the next night another out of the other thing. So we alternate what we're eating, and then we've got it for the other 2 nights. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's real purposeful for me if I decide to do that. But there's not ever like moldy, icky leftovers. It's like this real purposeful thing. And when I eat out, I actually don't take stuff home because I figure by the time I drive home and it's been sitting on the table and then it sits in the fridge, by the time I get to it, oh, it's got to be gross. So none of that.
No way.
And then
perfect then.
Oh, I think I better. Nope, I think I can fit this in. When it comes to your refrigerator on the porch, Strickland, for your Amazon guys, I just fell in love with you all over again.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oops, I hit the wrong button.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah.
The fact that you do that just touches my heart so deeply. It almost makes me want to come all the way.
Wow.
Fly over to Austin and deliver something to your house just so I can have a drink out of your refrigerator. But I want to do that now. I want to go buy a little refrigerator to put on my porch because that is just like, I don't know, I'm just all in love with you all over again. So That's it. I fit everything into one voicemail. Love you guys. Love the show. And carry on. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you, Erica. That is so sweet.
That is so sweet. We never really struck upon the human element. I think we said it's kind of cool that you do it and all, but she's 100% right. That is like going above and beyond. That is like what you are to the delivery people. We are to our customers with customer service. We are the refrigerator stocked filled with goodies for our production clients.
I would like to think so. I love that. All right, we ready for the next voicemail?
Yeah, thanks, Erica.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, fellas, it's Sally. And I got to the point in your episode where you're talking about, do we want to be called listeners, Funkin' Fans, Nice Guys Community? I say call us whatever. But Funkin' Fans has such a nice ring to it. And it makes you, if you're listening, like the first couple times I heard you refer to your Funkin' Fans, I was like, well, what the fuck is that? And that is what drove me to your Facebook page, so that I could too become a Funkin' Fan. So I think it's a call to action for your listeners if you call them something other than listeners. I'm proud to be a Funkin' Fan. Love the show. Later, Gators.
I love it.
She just gave us like there's a podcasting term called a call to action. And although we are podcast strategists and producers, we don't really follow any of the podcasting norms. So the fact that there is a call to action, oh God. Now if we do it, it'll be like intentional. I don't want to do that.
I did forget to make a note about one of the other things about last week's episode that Sally reminded me of that when she called in. That when you said to Emily about how does she feel about Sally meeting me, Emily's answer was, "Be careful, be careful."
Hey, I know we're like 54 minutes and 20 seconds in, but I think you need to, unless you already did it when I was in the bathroom, you need to do the welcome back.
I did it, actually. I did it while you were in the bathroom. But thank you for reminding me.
Oh my God. As soon as I thought you were going to, I completely blanked on it. So I'm glad that you did it, but I'm glad I also remembered.
No, it is off of my plate, out of my brain, because I did do it early on immediately when while you were in the bathroom. But thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. I ordered, thank you, Sally, for your message. It's always good to hear that. I'm going to even now take you off of the new listener list and definitely put you into the Funkin' Fan list. So you have made it to the Funkin' Fan. So give yourself a high five. I ordered on Amazon today when you have Zoom meetings and you are looking at your video camera probably either is built into the top frame of your computer or it's a separate camera, right? What is
hanging on top of? Yeah.
But it puts you like now when you're looking, like right now I'm looking directly at my camera lens, and it probably looks like I'm looking directly at you, right? But I'm not looking at anything else on my screen, and it makes it really challenging. So I ordered a stand today that I could actually mount my Logitech camera on top of that I can push out of the way if I'm not using it, kind of like my microphone, but it's going to sit right on my desktop, and it's only going to land about halfway into the screen, so I can actually look at my screen at the same time that I'm because I hate having to look up at my camera.
Now, when you say it lands in the middle of your screen, so it goes up in front of your screen?
Correct. It's just a skinny little pole that has an adapter on top that the camera can screw into.
But so it's basically a mount, but you're still going to put a full-size, regular-size camera on it, right?
Well, it's kind of like a little bit like an obstructed view seat at a ball game or a theater ticket, but it's not so obstructing your view that you can't see what's going on. And it's so easy to maneuver. I have a 32-inch monitor, so it's not like I can't move whatever's on my desk so that I can see whatever is there that I need to see. But I felt like the gaining of what I'm going to gain in eye contact, I'm going to potentially lose a little bit in being obstructed from seeing something that's on the screen.
Well, I've seen ones like that before where the camera is specifically designed. It still mounts on top, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually a really thin line that goes down, and the actual camera lens itself is very small.
Super
so even
tiny.
though it's technically in front of your monitor, it is designed to be in that part incredibly small, so it doesn't cover very much. That's interesting.
Well, I'm going to try this first, see if I like it, and if I don't like it, then I'm going to because if I look at my camera is, I would say, a good 80% of it is speaker, like microphone, which I don't even use. I don't need the blue lights. I don't need the microphone. I just need the lens itself. 100%. And if you look at an iPhone camera, it's like that's a fucking amazing picture that you get from that one little. Well, there's three, but it's only really using one. How does it use all three of those? Does it use all three together, or is it?
Yeah, it has to do with depth perception and stuff. Yeah, like when you do it in portrait mode, you know how it like puts it out of zoom and everything. The three lenses do something where they can tell the difference in the images, so they can get a better idea of depth perception to give you more or less depth of field.
Do you think one day it's just going to be, you're going to turn over your camera, it's just going to be all lens on the back? Just like, like it's going to be like a fly, like a fly.
Lots and lots
it's
of
got
lenses,
all of those lenses, because you'd have to think that if you do that, then even if you have your hand on it, the phone will be smart enough to know which lenses of the fly lens that your hand is over, and it will exclude those from the imagery. That's coming. That's coming.
You would think.
All right. Voicemail number 3.
Number three. Here we go.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. Jared here. So, Doug, you're talking about baby reindeer.
Oh, my God.
So that popped up on Netflix, like, scrolling through, and it says, I find it funny to think that you thought it was going to be like a comedy type thing. Because right in like the heading, so you got baby reindeer and then below it says, this twisty, complex drama about a real life stalking case is something very special. So I think it's funny that a real life stalking case you thought was going to be a comedy.
I didn't read it.
Oh shit. Anyways, guys, love the show, and looks like we got another long one. Can't wait to finish this one out. All right, fellas, take care. Talk to you soon. Appreciate you.
I have seen the show, but I haven't actually watched it yet. It keeps popping up, and I'm like, yeah, maybe no. I started watching Travelers. Have you seen that? Like
what was that again? What? Give me the.
They come
backstory.
back from the future, like to save the past, kind of thing. Where they take over somebody's body who
kind of
was
like Outlander
going to die. Outlander was more. I think of Outlander more like fucking period piece thing, right? Because they're going into the past, right?
Totally.
Yeah, this is one where they're coming from the future to today. Because there's some asteroid that's going to hit the Earth in 18 months, and we don't see it coming, and there's nothing we can do about it. It just
I think I would like that one. What the hell did I just watch?
Well, the other good thing with Travelers is it's like four seasons, I think. So you'd enjoy 3 or 4 seasons.
I would like that. Yeah. I just saw. Did you see the new Jeff Daniels limited series? What is that called?
I actually watched. It's only 6 episodes. I watched the whole thing, and I really enjoyed it.
As soon as I saw Jeff Daniels with it, I'm like, I'm gonna like this. I loved him in. Was it Newsroom? Is that what he did?
Yes.
Newsroom?
And it's interesting you say that because this is also created by and I think some of the episodes are written by Aaron Sorkin, the guy that created Newsroom.
Yeah. What the hell was the name of the TV shows? Hold on a second. Let's see if I can. A Man in Full.
Yes. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very entertaining. I liked it.
Very, very good. You will. He is really a dynamic actor. He really is good. And I don't know that I would have to assume that he had to have gained weight for that role.
Interesting thought. I don't know.
Because I don't think that he is as heavy as he is portrayed. Either that or makeup did a really good job. I don't think that he is grossly overweight. I just think that he is more overweight than he was in, let's say. Now, I know it was 10 years ago that Newsroom was a thing, but
oh God, more than that.
2012 to 14, I think Newsroom.
Really?
I think so.
No, I don't think so. I think it's 20 years old. I would guess.
YouTube Newsroom. No, Newsroom was 2012 to 2014 exactly.
Really? God, I'm fucking old.
All
right, maybe I'll go back and watch it. I don't know why I thought it was older than that.
Super thin in Newsroom, not super thin in A Man in Full, but plays a really he's a character that you really want to hate, but you just can't hate him.
Yeah.
They make him so that you like him, but he's like Mr. Greed. I mean, everything is like whatever I got to do to make it, to make money, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Good show. Okay, voicemail number 4.
Okay, numero 4. Here we go.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. Jared here. Voicemail number 2. All right, Doug. You kind of missed the opportunity there. You were talking about dropping the F-bomb and other people hearing it, and they may not want to do business with you, or maybe want to unsubscribe, and you're like, I'm sorry, if after all this you feel that way, there is an unfollow or unsubscribe button. I mean, you're right, but you missed the opportunity. You should have said, if that's how you feel, fuck you.
Right,
I mean, exactly. you should have just dropped the F-bomb right then and there and moved on with your day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's perfect. If they don't like you, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them.
Agreed.
They don't have to like you.
100%.
I don't like everybody.
Mm-hmm. Not
everybody likes me. That's okay. That's why we're all here. We're all different. So if they don't like it, fuck them. Fuck them all. All right, fellas. Can't believe you missed that opportunity, though.
I know.
So disappointed. Yeah. Sorry, I still love you, though, and I'll still listen. See you guys. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon.
Completely agree with Jared. 100%.
I agree. I missed the opportunity. I didn't even see the opportunity until Jared was actually saying it. So I didn't even think about it until he was saying it. But you are 100% right, Jared. Oh, yes. Jared, fuck you. Just kidding. Yeah. Just kidding.
All right, we're ready. We got 2 more voicemails. Are we ready?
Yes.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. Jared here. Voicemail number 3.
In studio.
Nice guys community, Funkin' fans and listeners. To answer your question, I don't think anybody gives a fuck what you call it. Don't call us late for dinner. Anyways, you guys are hilarious. Strick, yes, Doug has called you out on this for years. Mm-hmm. Has mentioned it for years.
Hold on. Just hit pause. Okay, there you go.
Oh wait, no, it's okay. No, you're 100% right. I do not remember. Usually, when you call me out on something, I make a mental note and I'm on top of it, and I make sure not to make the same mistake twice. But I do not fucking remember you calling me out on this before. Clearly, I'm wrong. Jared remembers more than once that you have called me out on this, and I keep fucking it up.
It's not a fuck up, because I think that there would have to be some buy-in from you in order for you to first say, "Oh, you're right. You call them listeners instead of funkin' fans." I agree with you, Doug. I'm not going to call them listeners anymore. I think the fact that you're calling them listeners, in spite of the fact that I've said it, means that you probably, which is totally fine. You have the right to it. I'm not. I don't make the rules here. I just live in this house. You may not buy into it. Sal, who was it? Sally? Who was the one that said?
Erica said that she actually liked it. Right. So
listeners. The fact that she likes it, look, this could just be my opinion, which you don't buy into in this particular case. If you bought into it and you said, "Hey, just remind me if I do it again," and I reminded you and you fuck it up again, and you don't call them fucking fans, you call them listeners again, I would agree with you. But maybe the fact that you don't believe it, you're not feeling it, and that's totally fine.
Yeah, but even if I'm not feeling it, and I agree. It's not something I personally feel strongly about, which is why I'm glad we asked everybody, because I do want to get everybody's opinion on it. But even though it's not something I feel strongly about, I think it for me to not even remember that you brought it up is kind of disrespectful to you, right? Like, I would have had no problem saying to you, Doug, you know what? I disagree. Fuck you. I'm going to keep doing it. But if I have not said that in the past, which apparently I haven't, or you probably would remember that, then I do feel it's a little disrespectful to you that I haven't remembered and haven't done it. So, now, just to clarify things, I'm going to say, hey, Doug, I don't really give a shit. I'm not going to change.
So to know me is to know there's probably only one factor that is ultra important that you remember. If I say, what is the one thing that I need you to remember every episode as it relates to what's important to me? Think about it.
That I'm here on time?
That's exactly it. That is exactly it. That I'm on time. That is the only thing that if you forget everything else, if you don't come with any topics, if you come with only yes, no answers, if you don't contribute, I don't even know what it would be. The only thing that is, unless I'm missing out and I've called you out on anything else, I think the only thing that we have a continuing, ongoing argument, if you call it argument, about is timeliness. And that is
totally.
It.
I get it. Now, also, though, having told you, I really don't give a shit, it's not important to me. If you said to me, hey, Strick, I appreciate that this is not important to you. It's important to me. I would really appreciate it if you would not call them listeners. I 100% would respect that request and would do everything I could to not call people listeners. But you haven't said that, so I'm okay.
No, I don't think it's that important to me.
Okay, good. Kind of like pop-ups on our website that are important to me.
I think I eliminated them. I turned it off. Does it still come up?
You know what's really funny? You turned it off on Turnkey, but it's still there on the Nice Guys on Business.
Oh, I got to figure out how to turn it off on Nice Guys on Business. Okay.
It's not that big a deal, but it's just fucking annoying.
Do we even need a website? We really need a website. That's not true. We actually do need a website because we're about to put a client into our services that called as a result of checking in through our. Now, they were referred to somebody. They went to our website and they hit the contact me page. Does that count as a direct referral from the website, or does that count as a referral from the client that referred them to us?
Hang on. There was a client that referred them, but they clicked through the website?
Yeah, somebody must have said, "Oh, you've got to go to Turnkey because they're the guys." And then they didn't reach out to us from like a direct connection from the client. They put into the contact me page, we're interested in your production services. Such and such was talking about you or referred you to us.
No, that's a referral. Yeah.
Is that a referral? Okay.
I
So
think that's a referral.
let's just turn off the website. It's not important. It's not.
But I'm having somebody update it right
that's
now,
true.
literally.
If you're spending money on it, then we probably should keep it alive. Probably. But you sent me a really cool website today. It's a service that's very similar to ours. But keep in mind, Strickland, the service that they are promoting, I meant to tell you this. So Strickland sent me a link to a website for a company that does something similar to what we do. And you go to the website, and it basically is a really easy way for you to see that they are launchers and producers of podcasts, and they teach people how to do all the steps in launching a podcast. The problem that I have in thinking about it, the only problem that I have is that we really don't care or are looking for people that want to launch a podcast, because we're looking for people that don't want a drill. We're looking for people that want the whole.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I really liked the approach. And I think if we were to create a page that was something like that, but also worked in, like, we're going to help you convert these to leads.
True. Yeah, like we're not going to.
I just thought it was interesting.
Well, but it's interesting. We are really not looking for people that are searching for marketing toys that could potentially help them to do business development. We really are looking for people that want to launch podcasts. But the reality of it is, we're not just a podcast production launch company. We are a strategist that help them with the back end, which is how to grow their business podcasting. But it's hard to explain that to somebody that comes to you at the very beginning, like, hey, don't worry about the production stuff. We're gonna work with you with strategy. No, they fucking want a podcast. I mean,
right?
Like,
no, that's it. In fact, we had an email exchange earlier today about that specifically.
Right.
Like the way that we do our training.
Right.
I've often thought to myself, you know what? We're asking the client to do too much with some of our training, but I keep thinking, okay, well, how can we take it over more, right? Because there's so much information we need from them to do it properly, but we really could. We don't have to get all of that glut of information right up front. We could get half of it up front.
Yeah, like two meetings, go to work, then meeting with them one more time to get the final approval, or no, we would need to revise this a little, and then we go back to work again. It's almost like, you're right. I don't think we purposely want to shove more work on the client. We want the client to do some of that work because they need to mold their show into the image of what they feel like they need. But we kind of know better than they do. I don't want to say that in an egotistical way, but we've launched a few hundred of these shows already. We do know better than the client. And we want to give them what we know what they want as the outcome on the other side.
And it's also a situation of too much information possibly up front, right? You can only absorb so much information all at one time. And if we throw too much at them before they've even launched, then it all just kind of goes all over the place. So if we were to restructure and sort of approach their podcast the way we approach our business, where we're going to help them build the plane as we're flying it, right? Like build the podcast after it's been launched. I think we definitely need to talk about that.
We can't dare share with somebody, we're going to help you build this plane as you're flying it, because they'll think, what kind of fucking fly-by-night company is this? Right. You can't share that. Although that really is what genuinely podcasting is about. You don't know, even if you are 100% sure what your products and services are, what you're charging, what your messaging is going to be, you have no idea how your audience is going to respond to that.
And, when we get a client who wants all of that up front and we just give them everything and they really get it, the first 2 or 3 or 4 interviews, they're going to suck anyway. Yeah. It doesn't matter how good you are at business. If you haven't done interviews, it's going to be uncomfortable and weird. And a lot of stuff in there to talk about. We went down this business trail for just a moment. Sorry about that. Nice. Oh my gosh. That almost sounded like business advice. We need to get back to the voicemails immediately.
Listeners, just go ahead and ignore that.
Hey, what did you call them, Doug? Our Funkin' fans? What did you call them?
Right, exactly. All right, let's get to. Did we stop it halfway through a voicemail, or did we?
We did, right in the middle of Jared's voicemail.
Sorry, Jared.
For years, has mentioned it for years, and it is something that is funny every time it comes up. At least for me, it is, because I seriously don't care what you call me. It's not going to change whether or not I listen. And I would imagine that's the way most people feel. We like being called Funkin' Fans. It's kind of cool. It's our own little thing. But it's not the end of the world when you revert to listeners, because we are indeed listening to the podcast. So it's not like you're wrong. And then, Doug, you are not right.
Thank you.
Because you said that the last episode you corrected him on. And you know what? I'm double checking something because
Fucking fact check me.
I might be wrong. Now that I'm leaving this, I very well may be wrong. So
Doubtful. You're
hold
probably
that
right.
thought. I'm going to call back again before I
Wow.
continue. But to answer the first question, I don't think anybody cares. Love you guys. Appreciate you.
Wow.
Doug, before I truly call you a liar, I will call back in.
You know, it's interesting because there is a show called what the hell is the name of the show? Stuff You Ought to Know or something like that, where they actually say at the end, you know, the two hosts, I think, let's call them Rachel and Dan, whatever their names are.
Mm-hmm.
There's a third person that comes on and says, and actually does a fact check on a lot of the things that they talked about during the show, and they'll correct it at the end. I'm like, that's pretty cool. We will not be doing that on the Nice Guys.
Oh no,
Home
that's
Business.
Dax Shepard. That's
No, it's not Dax's show. But it is a show that I listened to because one of the guests was on Dax's show. Angela and shit. Hold on, I can find the name of
well,
the
they
show.
do it on Dax's show too. Now I can't remember the name of it. It's a huge fucking podcast, but because they record their interview with the guest and then they do like 20 minutes that they record later where they're like, hey, let's go back and fact check. And like part of it is fact checking and part of it is just like shooting the shit about the episode, which is
the name of the show is No Stupid Questions. Yeah, Angela Duckworth and Mike Mike Mohan. Anyway, hey, was Dax Shepard in The Judge?
The Judge. Was there a movie called The Judge?
Yeah, hold on a second.
He's been in a lot of movies. I'm not familiar with that movie.
Okay, it's a 2024. Let's see.
I definitely don't know. That's a brand new one.
Who plays the show more? Yeah, it was fucking Dax Shepard. I thought that was. He plays a defense attorney, but like a bumbling, like newbie defense attorney that always pukes right before he goes to trial because he's so nervous for the defendant. But I'm like, oh, now I know who because Dax Shepard has a very popular podcast, and I didn't realize that was who Dax Shepard was.
Hugely popular. He's like, millions and millions of listeners. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the Nice Guys. Right? Okay,
right.
Let's get to this. So this last voicemail, which looks a little bit. What's going on with all the empty space? Oh, I see. Sorry, that looked like there was a lot of empty space in that.
Oh, I zoomed in a bit.
Okay, so. All right. So this is okay. Can I ask Magic 8-Ball a question, please?
Sure. What would you like to ask the Magic 8-Ball?
Magic 8-Ball. Does Jared determine that I am a liar? Does Jared determine that I am a liar? Because I don't know if you remember the last voicemail, he's fact checking something to see if I was a liar or not.
Yeah, but I don't remember what it was that he was lying about.
I don't remember either, but he'll fucking, my memory is horrible. I don't remember even 10 minutes ago what he said, but the Magic 8-Ball is going to still answer the question. Magic 8-Ball, will Jared discover that I am a liar?
Okay, Magic 8-Ball, what say ye? Will Jared discover that Doug was a liar?
Does Doug like hand lotion? Oh, hell yes, he does. So that's a big thumbs up.
Okay. Magic 8-Ball says yes. Right. You're going to be proven a liar.
I'm going to be the liar. Okay, play the message.
All right, let's find out.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick here. Voicemail number 4. Okay. Brief pause. Apologize to the Funkin' fans. Yeah, maybe. Nah, not to you guys. You guys, you just got to deal with it.
Just
anyways, Doug.
Yes.
You are indeed a liar.
Oh.
So the episode you referred to that you corrected him in as the last episode, skipping the solo where you did the interview, the last time that was a fuckery episode, was Strickland
all by himself.
Oh.
So I would like to know how you called him out on calling us listeners. You weren't even there.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Technicality.
So anyways, I had to call you both out. So yes, Strick, it's been happening for years. And no, Doug, you did not do it 2 episodes ago on the fuckery, skipping the interview. Maybe 4 episodes ago, so 2 fuckery episodes ago.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I'm not going to go back and listen.
Maybe.
Anyways, guys,
Potato.
appreciate you and love the show. And I'll be damned, 4 messages, and I am still not through this thing. I still got 22 minutes. You haven't even listened to the first message yet. All right, fellas. Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
isn't that like typical of? It wasn't quite a shit sandwich because there wasn't any, there wasn't like good shit and then good again. But really, basically, what he said was, "Hey, Doug, you're 100% right. You've called Strickland out for the last several years on this, calling the listeners listeners as opposed to funkin' fans. But the fact that you thought you did it last episode, you're a fucking liar." So it's kind of like a shit sandwich of sorts.
Yeah,
but
pretty
that's
much.
typical Jared.
Yes.
Jared.
Very typical Jared. We
All right,
appreciate
we're an hour and 20 minutes in to the
Wow.
episode. I have no idea how we fucking got here,
I
but
know,
we are
right?
we are here, and we actually have a team meeting in 10 minutes.
I know. I haven't even eaten dinner yet. I'm going to be getting hangry, I think, during the team meeting. I'll try not to, but it could happen.
We could actually make this a very short meeting. There's not a lot to cover in this. I don't actually have anything to share because John has been doing all of the selling and prospecting, which has been great. I don't know if the team has anything to share, but I'm going to go grab a beer, and I will meet you back here in just about 9 minutes.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay, you're going to go grab something to eat. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here. Bye, listeners.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Fill up your week with the Nice Guys. Side effects may include tingling, numbness, urinary incontinence, the need to watch the Kardashians. If you have an erection for more than 3 hours, call your friends to brag. The Nice Guys on Business is not for everyone. Consult your physician before usage.